And welcome to Perth City Talks. I'm Christy Molliker. Well, tonight finds me yet again at the Perth Convention and Exhibition Centre this year for the WA Training Awards for 2012. Now, the ballroom behind me is aflutter with excitement and nerves as the finalists wait to find out who are the very worthy winners. Now, I'm here with someone very important at the Training Awards this evening, Mr. Keith Spence, who is the chair of the State Training Board. What a wonderful evening.
Yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic evening. It's a real celebration of sort of excellence in training in Western Australia.
700 people in attendance this evening, the biggest turnout ever. That's spectacular.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I've been coming here since 2005, I guess, and this is the biggest night we've had. And I think it's just a measure of the kind of quality of the training system we have in Western Australia, and the enthusiasm you can hear there tonight is just brilliant. These awards are really important. They give us a lot of confidence about how good our training system is.
Now, I am here with the wonderful Amanda Smith, who last year won two very big awards here.
In WA, I won the 2011 Trainer of the Year and went on to the Nationals to win the 2011 VET Trainer Teacher of the Year. So it was great. I've had an amazing year. I've had a really busy year. I've met wonderful people, made new friends, had new doors open. It's just been amazing, amazing, amazing time.
Now let's talk about probably those new doors opening, winning not just the WA award but also the National Award. What has it meant for your career?
I'm from Margaret River, so I particularly probably will stay in Margaret River, so I'm not sort of stepping outside of Margaret River, but just in terms of networking, meeting people, I've met quite a few people in the culinary world through this that can help me with the sort of things that I do for my apprentices and students, like judging in competitions and stuff like that. Also just talking to people. It's the Year of the Farmer. I'm passionate about paddock to plate, talking at conferences, talking at training forum, things like that. It's just been a wonderful opportunity to have.
Now, you may remember this lovely lady from last year's event. Her name is Jonte Pike, and she won Vocational Student of the Year last year for fashion design, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Are you wearing one of your designs this evening?
I am. I made it just in time, actually.
Now, tell me, after winning the award last year, what has it meant to your career?
It's validated my career and given me confidence to go out. I started my own business, launching my label this year, so I should be in stores. Just like the networking skills and opening doors, so just a great experience. I trademarked and launched the label at the beginning of the year. I showed at Perth Fashion Week in April, which was great. And I got a manufacturer, and I'll be in stores in September. And yeah, so it's just been great working slowly, I guess, doing what you want to do as well, and just putting your heart and soul into it.
Well, I'm here with the very dedicated Abby Sargent, who last year won Trainee of the Year. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, absolutely. Last year was a very exciting and challenging year for me. It opened many doors for me, both professionally and on a personal level.
You are looking at the national winner of the Australian Apprentice Trainee of the Year.
Last year I was lucky enough to win the National Award, which was a huge shock. I didn't really go with any expectations, but I was lucky enough to win, and it's opened many doors for me. I've met so many different people, and I've got to present and share my story with young upcoming, I suppose, school kids, which is great.
How has it changed your life?
I suppose more in my profession. I've progressed through to PA to the CEO, which is something that I really wanted to do. It's more in the organisational area, which is something that I really enjoy. I like to organise events and manage people, so yeah.
Now, do you keep in touch with your fellow winners and finalists from last year still?
Absolutely. My fellow winners and my finalists are my best friends. They're the best group of people you could ever ask for. They've all been through the same thing, all under the same pressure, and they're just amazing people.
Now, I must say, I don't envy the role of this lovely lady here. It's Catherine Dunn. Now, she has been on the judging panel for this year and some other years. It must be a very tough job.
It's always tough, but it's always great fun as well. We always work with other panellists who are really interested in seeing the training or the students that come through, and the quality that we get. We always feel as though we get to know the students or get to know the providers and their dedication and commitment. It's inspiring, really, so we enjoy it, even though it's tough decision making. I tend to have specialties that are involved with what we call equity groups, so where there's an award for a provider who's put on a special kind of program to help either people with disabilities or migrants. And this year and last year I've been on the panel that's given the award to the migrant student or culturally and linguistically diverse student of the year award. So that's been a new category, and it's been interesting to see the range and the challenges that they've had to face.
Why do you think awards like this are so important?
I think it gives for a student, it gives them the confidence to know that they're actually achieving something very special, and that sets them apart and gives them new confidence, and then they go out and talk about their achievements, and I think that role model sort of aspect is really important.
Sandy Yin is one of the finalists this year for the WA Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Training Award. What exactly does that mean?
It basically means I have a non-English background, and my family, at home, my family don't speak English.
So what have you been training in?
I went to Central Institute of Technology about roughly a year ago, and I was doing Diploma of Civil and Structural Engineering, and this year I move on to Advanced Diploma course.
The best thing about it is meeting new people.
I had a lot of support from my lecturers and peers.
Well, I am with Linda Cresdy, who's one of the finalists this year for the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year. How are you feeling?
Very nervous and excited. I'm studying registered nursing at ECU at the moment. I've just finished a diploma at Central Institute of Technology, and I'm hoping to do a graduate program at Greylands.
So Linda, what does your training mean to you?
Well, it's certainly opened doors for better job prospects, helping people, and paving a way for my children, my family.
Highly trained people, well, they're very effective in our everyday life. Everybody uses a tradesperson at some time, or uses something that has come from a tradesperson, haven't they?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're a bit of a home handyman like I am, it's quite embarrassing when you get the tradesmen around and you realise how incompetent you actually are. I mean, we produce some really great people from our training system, and with the skills they've got, they can just, they're very successful in life. There's no doubt about it.
Now let's talk about WA as a whole, because it really is still going through an incredible boom at the moment. That makes training even more important, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, and despite the sort of drops in the iron ore price and that, we haven't hit the peak of our workforce demand yet. We know that from the construction projects that are currently being built, next year, the year after is when we're going to hit we're going to be really potentially having some shortages around skills. So it's absolutely important that we can, get all these apprentices through our training system. For example, we've got something like 46,500 apprentices at the moment in training, the highest we've ever had in the state. If you can look around a lot of the companies around Perth, you'll find that they're CEOs, quite commonly people that came from a trade background, or they've been through the training system. So training's not just about the sort of skills it gives you, but it's going to set you up for life. It gives you potentially a career path, and that's what it's all about.
Let's talk about how important training is.
Well, I mean, in a state like Western Australia, where we have a rapidly growing workforce, training is absolutely crucial. A lot of the jobs that people do in Western Australia, mining particularly, is can be quite dangerous, and of course, highly trained, highly skilled people. It's absolutely important for that. But it's not just that. I mean, for our manufacturing industry, having trained people who can do their jobs really well, it's just important to industry. If people are trained and they're skilled and they know how to do their job well, you can be more productive, your business can be more profitable.
I think actually getting a qualification can be very life-changing for a lot of people. It really puts them out there showing what they can do, and they go into the workforce with great confidence, knowing that they know already what's needed and how to put it into place.
It's very important, I believe. I can't just walk into a job and say I can do it if I don't have any training or skill at all. Nowadays, people have to follow the technology as well, and the technology do change. They move on. If you don't follow it, then that's it, you're behind, and you have to go to the training and keep learning.
Training is my area rather than ceilings. That's why I was employed. I wasn't employed for my ceiling skills because I have none, but I have a training background, and the whole idea is to try and bring that side of it to the building and construction industry, the ceiling industry.
Well, I think training's so important. It's important on lots of levels. It's important for our economy in Western Australia to have a productive workforce. But it's also very important for individuals to reach their potential and to actually have these pathways for them in their careers into the future. So training is very important at the individual level, at the community level, and also in the workplace.
Training is it just is the basis for everything. You know, even it's lifelong learning. It's skills that are transferable. I don't get hung up if the students become an apprentice, they become a qualified chef, they leave it, transfer into something else. Those cooking skills will go through with them. The customer service skills, the dealing with pressure, time constraints, all that sort of stuff. It goes with them.
Training was definitely the key or fundamental to me starting my label, especially at such a young age as well. It was really industry based. I studied at Polytechnic West, so I knew what was in the industry, and it just allowed me to enter straight away. So without my training, I definitely wouldn't be here.
So what would you say to those people who are nominated this evening?
Nominated this year, don't feel nervous at all. You are lucky enough to get this far. We have some excellent people up on stage for my category tonight, and they've all done very well.
I wish them the best of luck. But I'd say even if you win or you don't win, it just opens so many doors, and just have fun tonight. It's a great event. WA really does put on an awesome event. So just have fun and just see where it takes you.
Enjoy the moment. Even if you don't win, it's just a fantastic night. It's a great occasion. Think of what you have done. Don't focus on if it doesn't come true for you, don't focus on that. Think about how you got here and what you did to get here, and just keep going for it. For those winners, congratulations, you're in for an exciting year ahead.
Well, as you can see, all 700 attendees here are having a wonderful evening at the WA Training Awards for 2012, so don't forget to join us for a whole lot more after the break right here on Perth City Talks.